Reconnecting with nature can be as simple as growing mushrooms from home. Here's how you can reconnect with nature with Silhouette's Fungi Culture Kit. So, first, what you do is spray down your hands with some alcohol and get in between your fingers. You want to make sure that they are sterilized. You also want to make sure that your area that you are working in is equally sterilized. So, spray everything down, make sure you get it good and clean. Next, grab your bag of substrate and spray it down with alcohol. Spray it lightly, but enough to ensure that there is zero opportunity for contamination to enter the bag. Next, you're going to spray down your paper towel and wipe down the bag. Make sure that you get the sides, you get under the flaps. Do not get the white paper filter on the back. Leave that dry. You also want to make sure that you are wiping down the black plastic port in the front because that is the site of inoculation. You want to make sure that is very clean. Now you are going to grab your syringe of spores and you are going to sterilize the needle. So spray a piece of paper towel with alcohol and wipe down the needle. Then you are going to place it at the center of the port and you are going to inoculate. Throw away the needle, throw away the syringe, and then you're going to wipe down the port, the site of injection, to ensure that there is zero contamination. In about 4 weeks, your bag will start to look like this. This is what your bag will look like after 4 weeks. Sometimes you will see mycelium growing at the bottom of the bag, and that's how you know your growth is at about 70%. Also keep your eye out for contamination. You only want to see patches of bright white, not green or any other color. Prior to the next step, we are going to sterilize our environment, spray down your hands, and spray down the bag. Make sure that you keep the white filter on the back dry. All of this is in preparation to break up the entire block of substrate. Now gently remove all the tape from the bag. Once the tape is removed, you are going to open up the flap and you are going to break and shake up the entire block. So you want to ensure that the grain, the substrate, and the mycelium are all intermixed very well together. Be careful not to puncture the white paper filter on the back. You want to make sure that remains intact, so don't break and shake too hard. Best results occur when the grain and the substrate are equally mixed together, so make sure you mix it really well. Place the bag right side up with the paper filter on top. Now you're going to press all of the contents inside of the bag down to create a compressed cake, kind of like how the contents in the bag were prior to breaking and shaking. Be sure to watch out for air pockets. You want to make sure that the contents inside of the bag are compressed down into a cake with no air pockets at the bottom. Now let it sit for 20 days. After letting the mycelium do its work for 20 days, you are going to sterilize your work environment, sterilize your gloves, sterilize your hands, and make sure that your workspace is very clean. Even after wiping down your workspace, make sure that you sterilize your hands again. Next, grab a pair of scissors, sterilize them, make sure they're clean. Now grab a paper towel, spray it down with alcohol, and wipe down the top of your bag. Make sure to properly clean within the creases of the bag as well. Be sure to keep the white paper filter dry. Next, Take your properly sterilized scissors and cut the top of the bag at the first crease. Make sure to have tape handy so that you are not scrambling around for it once it's time to conceal the bag again. Here's more or less what the inside of your bag should look like at this point. Next, you're going to grab water and you are going to spray the inside of the bag, not directly down into the cake. You want to make sure that you are misting the inside walls of the bag. Just like that. By doing this, you are going to create the environment for humidity and condensation to properly occur, which is crucial for the growth of mushrooms. Before you tape up your bag, you are going to get a paper towel, spray it down with some alcohol, and wipe down the top of your bag so that no contamination occurs. Make sure your bag is symmetrical. You're putting the corners of the bag together and then fold it down twice and conceal it shut with tape. Now your bag will officially be in fruiting conditions. Once you start seeing little thick balls starting to form, that's how you know the mushrooms are starting to pin. Then you want to spray down the inside of the bag again. Spray down a paper towel with alcohol, wipe the top of the bag, and tape it shut. Within the next few days, you should have mushrooms looking like this.